We're off to Santorini. Come and join us. Welcome, Your Royal Highness. I'm Dan. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. If you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I hope you're going to enjoy this next chapter, this next adventure we're going on today. If you're a new viewer, you're also very, very welcome. Thank you for joining me, and please, if you like what you see on here today, click subscribe. It really does help me out, so thank you very much. Anyway, let's talk about today. So we are going to Santorini, which is also called Fira. And it's an island in the Cyclades. It does come under Greece territory. I've been there twice before. It's really, really beautiful. David's never been. It's going to be our first time going there together. In fact, it's our first time ever going to do a kind of sun and relax type holiday together. So this is going to be something new for us, new for the channel, and hopefully we're going to have quite a lot of fun and quite a lot of laughs to show you, as well as also showing you how beautiful Santorini is. It's a really, really gorgeous island. With regards to this vlog series, I don't know exactly how many vlogs there's going to be because I don't know how much we're going to do. You may remember, if you've watched the life update video from a couple of months ago, I've had knee surgery. I was on crutches for 8 weeks. 6 of those were non-weight bearing. It's been a really, really tough time recovering from the operation. So we really, really do need this holiday, and we're both really excited to go away, have a little break, have a little bit of sun, and spend some proper quality time together. So we haven't got loads planned. But we're going to bring you along anyway. So today is the pre-travel day actually. David's actually at work at the moment. He'll be joining us a bit later on. He's going to get a train from work in London straight to the airport, meet us at the hotel. We're all packed up and ready to go. I'm going to take Bruno to my parents. He's having a little holiday there. Then I'm going to head across to Heathrow. You might remember that we're saving for a wedding, so we're not kind of going all out like we tend to on our trips. So because of the wedding fund, this is going to be like a little bit of a cheaper trip, and for that reason, we are staying at the Premier Inn. You never thought you'd hear me say that, did you? But we're staying at the Premier Inn. It's going to be fine. We're going to love it. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. But no, seriously, we do need to save some money. This Premier Inn didn't cost us very much. I'll tell you how much it cost when we get there. We paid a little bit more for like a better room and a view or something. But I'll tell you about that when we get there. I'll give you a very, very brief room tour. And then when David gets to the airport tonight, we'll have a bit of dinner, probably at the Premier Inn, because to kind of go anywhere else is going to be quite difficult. And then tomorrow we are flying British Airways business class to Santorini. And I'm going to tell you, this has got to be the cheapest business class flight you've ever heard of. Like, we have done so well, it was impossible to say no to. So tomorrow we'll be up early. We're going to go to that lovely Heathrow Airport Club Lounge, and then we fly across to Santorini. Of course, we're going to take you along. But for now, let's get this show on the road, shall we? I didn't film a packing video for you. I know some of you like a packing video, but honestly, what am I taking to Santorini? Shorts, t-shirts, a couple of shirts for going out, and some toiletries. Well, a lot of toiletries. If you know me, there's a lot of toiletries. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, there's a lot of toiletries. So yeah, I didn't do a packing video, but if you want to know what I'm taking, or if you've got any questions about what I'm taking, or what you should take, pop them in the comments right down below, and of course, I'll do my best to answer them as I always do. Let's get Bruno to my parents, and then we'll get across to the airport. I'll show you the Premier Inn. I know you're excited for that. Not as excited as I am though, I can tell you now. It won't be a very long video, I don't think. But anyway, let's go, let's go, let's go.
On my own, but I'm never alone. On a road to wherever I want. And you see, I go with the wind, the places I've been, I keep them within. Holding on to a feeling so strong.
I made it
Okay, so I'm here at the Premier Inn. It took me a little bit longer than it should have done. For my mum's, it should have taken me maybe about an hour, but it took about an hour and a half. I'm not really a fan of the traffic in London. It's one of the kind of the big things here that's a bit of a pain in the arse. Just got to wait for David to come in now. So should we go inside, have a look at the room, see what we think? But yeah, it was very easy to get here. The sat-nav brought me straight here. No issues, really. Yeah, let's go and check out the room. So this is the Terminal 5 Premier Inn. There's quite a few Premier Inns around the airport, but this is the Terminal 5 one. Let's go and have a little look inside. First thing we see as we walk in is there is a Costa Coffee. So that's very, very nice. Little seating area there. There's a bar and a restaurant. Down there, we'll be going there later on. I can see the bar. And then over here, they've got like automatic check-in terminal. You can check yourself in. There's also some ladies over there that are doing some checking in as well, which is very nice. So this is the restaurant. Time, eat, drink and relax. As you can see, the menu here is salads, pizzas, burgers, grills, classics. But yeah, we'll take a bit of a more in-depth look at that later on when we're actually going to eat. So that's very good. Just by the lift, we've got some vending machines, and over here there is an Amazon pickup point, so you could order some stuff, have it delivered. Perfect. Okay, so we've been given a room up on the 4th floor, room 460. So we're just going to have a little look at the room and see what we think of it. Okay, so we have booked room 460, and it is a Premier Plus room, which is a slightly bigger room. I think you get a nicer room, and we paid £3 more to have a view, so I wonder what the view will look like. Okay, so this is our room 460. Let's have a little look around, see what we think. I don't really know what the difference is between a normal room and a Premier Plus room, but certainly this does look a little bit, I would say, nicer. The bed looks very nice. We'll give that a little test in a minute, see what we think of that. It's a double room, and we paid £3 more to get a view. So should we have a look what the view is, and then we'll have a quick look what we've got in this room. I don't think it'll take us more than a couple of minutes. Despite where we are at the airport and the aeroplanes and all the traffic, you can't hear a sound. Okay, I take it back. For £3 more, that runway view is worth having. So if you're going to stay here, pay the £3, because that is definitely worth having, in my opinion. So as you first come into the room, you've got an ironing board here. Next to the ironing board, there is a small stool. There's a hairdryer. That mirror lights up. That's quite nice. There we are. Look, little mirror. There's me. Up here, we've got spare pillows. Down there, we have an iron and a spare towel. There are some hangers in this little kind of full-length mirror type pseudo closet. As we come round, we've got like a little bench down here, and then up here we've got the television. Of course, over here we have the bed, but next to the bed we've got a nice piece of artwork over here. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's worth anything. Air conditioning control on the wall. You've got plug sockets, you've got bedside lamps. The bed is looking very nice. Over here we've got a little easy chair and a stool. Oh god, there was another aeroplane just gone past there. Oh, bash. Straight into the window. Can we miss that one? Down here we have, it looks like a kettle. Cute little green and black chocolates and espresso pods. We have an espresso machine, which we have at home, so that's very nice to have that. I did notice in the lobby where we checked in, there was also like a little tray of those milks and sugars, should you need more to help yourself too. In the fridge, we have some complimentary Aqua Libra. We've got the menu. Welcome to your Premier Plus room. Just some instructions in here for the coffee machine, for the aircon. Welcome to your Premier Plus room. It's more comfort, more convenience, more connectivity, and good to know. You get the ultimate Wi-Fi here as well. There's USB port by the bed, it says. More convenience, more comfort, armchair, flat screen TV. So I'm guessing in a kind of standard room you don't get all of these things. Okay, let's take a quick look at the bathroom. I'm sure it's nothing particularly amazing. In we go. Oh, another big mirror. I quite like the soft light in here actually. It's not very bright, but there is also an option I think up here to have a bright light. Let's see if I can find a switch for that. Oh, there we are. Obviously we've got the toilet. Sink. It's very clean. Got some oud, cedar and amber, Baylis and Hardin. What is that? Hand wash. Got some towels on here. I'd go for maybe a 3 out of 5 in terms of the softness on those. That one's softer. We'll go for a 3.5. The shower looks nice and clean. Very clean, in fact. And again, in here we've got those Bayless and Harding products. We've got natural hair and body wash. They're both natural hair and body wash. 2 different scents, oud, cedar and amber, or lavender and bergamot. But yeah, that's the room tour done. As you can see, it's a Premier Inn. There's not a lot to show you, but it's very clean, it's very comfortable, it's very nice. For sake of £90 for the night, including it being the kind of the kind of more upgraded version of a Premier Inn and having the £3 for the view, I think it's worth the money, you know. Why do we do it? I get a bit of anxiety with the London traffic. Even on my way here today, I got stuck in traffic for about half an hour. That's on a Friday afternoon. I left my mum's before the school was kicked out, before the rush hour, and even then I still got stuck in traffic. So you just can't tell with London, and I don't want to take that chance on a day when I'm flying on holiday. I don't want that stress, that anxiety. I'd rather just be here, get up out of the bed, get dressed, or get showered first. Get showered and dressed, head across to the airport, walk into the lounge and pick up that glass of Prosecco. Anyway, that's the room tour done. We're not normally Premier Inn people, as I've said to you before, but I quite like it and I'm quite happy with it. So yeah, check me out in my Premier Inn. I might be doing this more often. We're going to get some food when David arrives. When he comes, I'll film him because that will really piss him off. He hates being filmed, particularly when he gets in from work. So we'll film David just to get a reaction, and then we'll go for some dinner. Of course, we'll take you along, show you what we're going to have. It won't be anything special at all, but we'll show you the prices. So if you do decide to stay here, £90, £45 each, £18 to park. It's not terrible, is it? And here he comes. Holiday mode activated.
Down the hall. Hi.
Welcome to your holiday.
Hello.
Hello, beautiful. You alright?
Yeah.
How was your journey?
It's alright.
It was alright. How's your
Better
day?
than going home.
And where are we going now?
Holiday.
Holiday! Welcome to your room for the night. What do you think?
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
It's alright for the night, isn't it?
Is this let's have a look at our view. Can you see them landing?
Yeah, you can see them. I've been watching them land. I had the curtain pulled back a little while ago and watching them land. Yeah, it's really cool. Is there one landing?
Yeah, Swiss.
Swiss. You happy about that?
Yeah, I like watching the planes.
It's alright.
Right, let's get that aircraft. Oh no, we're going to go straight down.
Where are we
Oh,
going?
you remembered my espadrilles.
I did remember them. Where are we going?
To the bar.
To the bar!
To the bar. What was that euphemism? Oh, I've got a missed call from Valine at 18:59.
Let's get another couple of them inside you, darling.
What, wine?
Oh my god, let's order a bottle. You only had 2 beers and you're already giddy.
No, turn the camera on you now.
No, we're filming you.
No. Right, come on, darling, talk about the shit food.
Okay, so we are now back in our room, having just been for one of the best meals of our lives together, I would say.
Shut up.
No, the food wasn't anything great at all. It was fine. They were doing buy 2 cocktails for £14, so I went for that. I just thought, well, let's just go in for it. So I had 2 pina coladas.
It's a little pissard.
Huh?
It's a little pissard.
They weren't great. They was alright. Bit of a funny taste. Came with some like foam fruit in them. I don't think it was real fruit, was it?
It's not foam, it was dehydrated fruit. He thinks it was foam. I'm like, it's not foam, it's dehydrated.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I think
But it's dehydrated.
But it was like a slice of orange. It looked like, well, It was really dehydrated. I think it had been gasping for breath for years. It was like a bit of cardboard. And it had like these funny little raspberries in there as well, which I think were fake as well. But
they're dried.
They were really dried, weren't they? You had a couple of beers, and then we both had the chicken goujons with barbecue sauce as the starter. They were crap. they were like...
No, they weren't. It was like having a KFC goo. What's wrong with that?
They weren't good. They weren't good.
Oh, I thought they were quite nice. It's like having a Bernard Matthews in the oven job.
Yeah, back in the 90s maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Lovely.
Oh my god. I wanted to have the katsu burger, because I do love katsu, but they didn't have that. So I asked for the Korean chili burger. They didn't have that. So in the heat of the moment, having to make a decision, I went for the scampi chips. And there was a little thing that said you can add on bread and butter. So I thought, that might be quite nice. It wasn't. It was quite a small portion of very average scampi, not a large portion of chips or peas. And I think the bread was probably left over from the breakfast service this morning.
Nice bit of Kingsmill.
I don't even think it was as good as that. I think it's a bit of Warburton's. But I think it was left over from the breakfast because it was quite stale. You had to butter it yourself as well.
Was it stale?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, shame.
That wasn't very nice. And then the highlight, we shared like a kind of side. They do these like a large portion of fries with katsu chicken and katsu sauce and fresh chilies, and that was really good. So I quite like that. So that was all right.
That was nice.
We didn't have dessert. I think we suffered enough. We didn't have the dessert. What did you have for your main?
Lasagna.
And that came with what?
Oh, salad and garlic bread. The garlic bread was like Pizza Hut garlic bread, so it was like rubbish and nice.
When we get back from holiday, do you want to come back here for dinner one night?
No, let me see there.
No. Like, honestly, like, the food was fine. Like, it filled a hole. But you wouldn't...
It's just family in the ready meal in the oven food. It's absolutely fine. This one's being a complete drama queen about it. Trying to rank it with like Citricos or something.
No, I'm not. The dinner, I think, with the tip came to about £87. 2 courses, and we shared that large fries. We had the drinks as well.
That was 4 drinks as well.
To be honest with you, for a Premier Inn, it's alright, isn't it?
Yeah, but you say that, but they're not bad. They're not bad. This is better than Block, and it's better than Radisson, and it's better than... What's the other ones that we've stayed in?
Hampton by Hilton.
To be honest with you, this isn't much different to Sofitel. Honestly, it's really not. For what you get, it's not. But they would actually charge you twice the price.
Speaking of saving money, do you want to tell us about your potato trousers?
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
I tell you, you're in for a treat when he does.
I'll tell you about the trousers though when they come.
Oh
They're
my
amazing.
God. Make sure you're tired because it'll send you asleep. It's the best story in the world. He bored me for hours about these Bottega Veneta trousers.
I didn't.
Wait till you see them.
But I'll tell you again when I wear them.
Wait till you see them. They're going to be making a debut on this trip, aren't they? So yeah, that's the end of our pre-travel day. We are up tomorrow morning at about 5:30.
Yeah,
probably normal
quarter to
time,
6. To be honest, 5:15, 5:30.
He'll be awake at about 2 anyway, because this is going to be one video for pre-travel day and travel day. So the next time you see us, we'll be all showered and ready to go.
We'll be all showered and looking tired.
You'll see us in a couple of seconds.
Wingardium Leviosa. And then you can do it.
Bedtime for you! Good morning, it is Saturday the 17th of May. It has just gone 6:30 and we are up, we're dressed, we're ready for our travel day. Premier Inn, yeah, okay, I was a bit sceptical yesterday. I was a bit sceptical about staying here, but it's perfectly functional, it's clean, had a good night's sleep. It was a little bit hot in the night, we didn't have the aircon on, we had to get up and put that on. But yeah, overall, I would recommend staying here. You're literally just across from the terminal. It's a really great location. Great transport links. Good value for money. Yeah, I couldn't be happier actually with that. So I might stay here again. You never know. Even after the wedding is paid for, we might come and stay here again. The plan now is to go down, get our car from the Premier Inn car park. We're going to whiz across to Terminal 5. Oh, great big aeroplane just landing there. I don't know what that is. But it's what?
Ethiopian Dreamliner.
Oh, Ethiopian Dreamliner. But yeah, last time we parked at Heathrow was David's parents went to Inverness, and it was a complete nightmare. We got lost, there was roadworks, lanes were closed, we ended up in the wrong car park. We then had to try and find out how to get out of the car park without paying. So wish us luck this morning. Hopefully this one's going to be a bit easier. Parking here is really expensive. We've paid, I think, more to park here for 5 nights than we've paid at Gatwick to stay for 18 nights. So it's really expensive. It's £128.50 for the 5 nights. I think that's a lot. But it's the most convenient way to do it. So anyway, let's go across. We're going to go and drop these bags off. And then once they're dropped off, we are going to go and get some breakfast in the BA Lounge. We love a BA Lounge. So come along, let's go and start travel day. He never waits for me, does he? Look how far ahead he's got already. Such a little bugger. Being quiet, because most people are probably still asleep. They're not nuts like us getting up early to go to a lounge. I give you Speedy Gonzales. David, how did you sleep?
Okay.
What was the issue?
But the room got very hot, and I was like gasping for a bit of fresh air in the middle of the night.
Did you
That's the only thing, you can't even, I don't even think you can open the windows in those rooms.
You can't open the windows. They're double glazed, I think, for the noise
I
from
know
the
for
runway.
the sound, but...
Would you stay here again?
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
And where do you want to go now?
Lounge.
What are you getting now?
Breakfast and champagne.
And champagne. What I have just noticed is that Heathrow Airport is now in that ULEZ zone, the ultra low emission zone, which means that everybody coming here that doesn't have like a modern car is going to have to pay that charge. That's a little bit of a piss take, isn't it? So if you're coming here and you're doing meet and greet parking like we are, look for the pink. The pink is what you need.
Well, that was easier than last time.
Yeah, but there was not all the diversions and stuff. So this is the thing that photographs your car. I wonder who we're going to meet and greet. I'm hoping it's going to be Mickey. What do you reckon?
I'm not.
You're such a little misery, Guts. Darling, who's going to Disney World in November?
You are?
Are you excited?
What, to get rid of you for 2 weeks?
Everybody, can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody, can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody, grab somebody. Everybody, grab
Someone's cooking garlic.
So we've just arrived in Vera, or Santorini as we call it, and very, very efficiently been whisked by our transfer straight to our hotel.
Let's drink up, it does look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah,
We've
this
got
could be the
number 7. There's 13 rooms here only at this resort. And as you come in, it's very kind of traditional Greek. Over there we've got a sink, we've got a fridge, which comes with some complimentary water, she said. Which is in there, some aqua, which is good. There's a coffee machine here, but I don't think we'll be using that. Kettle, sink, got a little sofa area. Up here we've got air conditioning. She said because we're from the UK, she'd come in and put it on to hot for us so that it was going to heat up. When she left, we switched it off so quickly because it was so hot in here. It's really hot outside as well. So over here is the bed, which is quite a nice size. Let's have a little feel, shall we? It's probably a little bit too soft for me. I like a hard bed.
Do you want to go and tell her?
No.
No, we'll complain. I'll go and tell her.
I'm not that brave. There's a Wi-Fi router here behind the TV. She said that the Wi-Fi is free and included. It's for the whole resort.
I should think it is for £900. Yes,
Here, look at the view we've got out of our bed from our bed. This is stunning. And over here, I've got to move through my trousers. That's not good, is it?
Oh.
We've got a full length mirror. David would appreciate that.
You might just fit your face in that. Just. It's
Did
not
you
a
lose
guarantee.
these?
It's not a guarantee, but let's try the face.
In here, we've got a closet, an ironing board, a safe, an iron. Do you want to have a quick look in there? Oh.
I don't think the people really will, but there you are. There's an ironing board and a wardrobe, guys.
There's a safe in there as well. And even I'll save a tit on this step into the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
That'll be quite
Mind
fun. But then in here, it's quite a rustic looking bathroom. It's got kind of like little mosaic tiles.
Rustic. This is really cute. And then it's in like a little, I would call it like a little Santorini cave style shower.
Yeah, it's all like little caves and stuff, isn't it? It's quite nice.
Do you want to show us how the toilet works?
No, I'm good. These are Greek honey and orange shampoo. Lots of little bottles here. It's very nice. Some soap, mirror, some towels. Yeah, I think it's really nice.
Just getting a little bit of B-roll for you, darling, of the wine.
I'll get a bit of B-roll. Out on our balcony, we've got a couple of chairs, we've got a table, we've got 2 sun lounges over here. What I didn't tell you was that the price also includes a 4-course breakfast, so you get a 4-course breakfast every morning. That sounds like a lot of food, doesn't it? And apparently the menu is different every single day.
But more importantly, the bar here opens at 7:30 in the morning.
The bar opens at 7:30 in the morning.
So we're here at, where are we?
Remezzo Villas.
Remezzo Villas, I knew that. It's beautiful, it's really simple, rustic, no frills, but also not trashy. I think the view just says it all, really, to be honest. I don't think there's anything else to say.
We've all unpacked, aren't we?
We've unpacked. We're a bit tight on luggage space, but I think that's because I literally packed my whole life to come here. I'm not sure why.
We're just going for a 5-minute walk to the restaurant.
Did you just fart?
No!
Oh, was that not you? Sorry.
Oh my god! It's so bad.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about these trousers that you've got?
No, not yet. I'll tell you later.
These trousers, there's a story.
These might look like denim, but they're not denim.
These are the world's most
This is
boring.
Magia.
These are the world's most boring trousers in the world.
These are the world's most amazing trousers in the world.
And at some point
Let's
during this
go.
vlog series, you're going to get the story.
Don't get annoyed with with me because I will stop at every single flower to find out what it is.
What will you do?
I will stop at every single flower to find out what it is.
What's your first impressions then? Because you were saying that you were dreading it being a bit like Benidorm.
I don't know. I need to see the restaurants and stuff.
Just got back from dinner, and I know that we didn't show you. Put your phone down. I know that we didn't show you very much at the airport and on the flight, but honestly, there wasn't much to show you. So we're just going to quickly, briefly tell you about that. We'll tell you about dinner. We'll give you our first impressions of Santorini, and then we're going to sign off for today. So this morning we got up nice and early. The airport was really busy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit too busy, really.
Now I said to him yesterday, last night. It's Saturday, the airport won't be busy. I think it was the busiest we've ever seen it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I think Heathrow's always busy, but I mean the fact that people were even queuing up to use the escalators was a bit of a joke.
We got through security really quickly though, that was very good, wasn't it? Very, very quick. There's a new rule that's just come out, which I did know about, which I was very pleased about. You can't take lithium ion batteries in your packed, in your checked luggage anymore, because they can catch fire, so you have to put them in your hand luggage. I did read that a couple of days ago, which was great, but we got asked about it a couple of times. So if you've got those batteries, camera batteries, laptop batteries, anything like that, they've got to go in your hand luggage. And I was really surprised to get stopped at security, because I've got obviously this camera to vlog with, I've got a GoPro in case we go out on a catamaran or in water. I probably had about 15 batteries in my hand luggage, and I thought, oh god, they're going to think I'm a terrorist and maybe try to search me, but I didn't. It went through easily. We don't really fly Club Europe very often, do we? We only fly Club World, and Club Europe is not as good. I think it's fair to say. So we got on board. We were in 1A and 1C. We actually swapped seats. I was meant to be 1A and you sat in 1A, and the cabin crew kept calling him Mr. Adams, which was really funny, because when we get married, he will be. But that was quite fun. But we didn't get a welcome drink when we got on the plane. I was like, come on. We didn't have any TV screens.
Yeah, that I was a bit surprised about, and it was a brand new plane as well.
It was
I guess they just don't feel that you need it on such a short flight.
It was a brand new plane. It didn't have any Wi-Fi on it because it hadn't
been installed yet.
And there was no TV screens, and I hadn't brought anything with me to do because I was planning to watch Bridget Jones, the new movie. I've been waiting for this day to watch the new Bridget Jones movie.
The new movie?
Yeah.
Oh, I wondered why you kept going on about Bridget. I was like, why is it so obsessed with Bridget Jones all of a sudden?
No, there's a new film, and I didn't go to the cinema because you didn't want to see it.
Yeah, but we'll go.
No, it's not now, it's gone. So I was like, alright, I'm going to put my headphones on, I'm going to watch Bridget Jones. There was no TV screen. And worse still, with no TV screen, you can't see where you are on the map. And I like to watch where I am. And
I have to say, I second that, and that was really annoying me, because I was looking out the window and I was like, oh, beautiful landscapes. I've no idea where I am.
Yeah, and because there's no Wi-Fi, you can't even use your phone to check on the Google, can you? So yeah, that was a bit disappointing. So no welcome drink, and also as well, this sounds really snobby, but I'm going to say it anyway because I know some of you think I'm a snob. I'm looking at you, Jamie, from the Law Queens, when I say that. But they didn't have a curtain separating off the business class from the cattle class. And we had all these cattle people who kept coming up to use our toilet, and I wasn't overly impressed with that. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, so overall...
You like the big red-faced drunk woman though, didn't you?
Oh yes, a big old bird with a red face, looked like an alcoholic, and she was kind of probably about 10 drinks in. She came down to use the toilet, didn't she?
You can't say that because we were not far off 10 drinks in.
But we're not red-faced alcoholics.
No, just alcoholics.
But the food was very nice. We had like a little kind of salad, didn't we, to start? It was strawberries,
which was weird.
Lemon ricotta, some salad leaves, a slice of courgette, and one round of a fresh chilli.
One round of a fresh chilli. But don't put strawberries in the salad.
No, I like the strawberries.
No, it's weird.
It was a bit weird, but I liked it. But mainly both had the salmon. The salmon came with like a little kind of sweet corn. I think corn salsa, I think it said. It wasn't really a salsa, it was just corn with maybe a couple of bits of pepper in it. A little bit of broccoli and some new potatoes. It said in the mustard sauce. It tasted like a cream sauce, so I didn't taste the mustard really. If it was mustard, it was very subtle. Nice. It came with bread roll, some butter. And then we got given the dessert and the cheese, which doesn't happen in Club Well. So we got this little kind of pot. It had like apricots and honey and some kind of... It wasn't yoghurt, it was some kind of cream. But and it had a little bit of granola on top, that was a bit soggy. Little bit of chocolate. It was fine, it was nice. Then we had some cheddar and it wasn't brie. What was that cheese?
Camembert.
Camembert with some crackers, some fig chutney. Yeah, it was perfectly nice. We had some Sauvignon Blanc, we had some glasses of champagne. And then we got told when we were coming into land, it was going to be a bit kind of bumpy and there's going to be a bit of turbulence because of the weather. It was windy here today. Fortunately, it's only windy here today on the weather forecast. The next few days are all looking very sunny and not windy, so keep your fingers crossed for that. One of the pilots, the first officer, came out of the cockpit and we were sitting right at the front of the plane. I heard him say to one of the cabin crew, "Have you got the first aid kit? I need a plaster." And she gets the first aid kit out and they're going through it. And she says, "Oh, what have you done?" He says, "Oh, you know what I'm like when I get nervous? I've bitten a bit on the top off my thumb where I've been so nervous, it's bleeding." And I looked and his thumb was bleeding where he'd been biting it. And I thought, oh my God, they've just told us there's turbulence and landing's going to be quite rough. And he's come out here telling me he's nervous. And needed a plaster, so I was a bit. That made me nervous about the flight, but it was fine. It was very rough coming down, wasn't it?
It was a rough landing.
It was a bit of a crash landing, wasn't it? Kind of smacked down onto the tarmac.
And then
braked really quick.
It was fine.
It was fine. I quite enjoyed it actually. Being like a Space Mountain. But
just smoother.
Yeah, just smoother. Now let me tell you about this flight. Right, this is the bargain of the year flight, isn't it? Return business class flights to Santorini cost us £25 each in business class. So today's flight cost us £12.50 and we had breakfast in the lounge, we had several drinks in the lounge, we had several drinks on the plane, we had the food, we had the flight, all for £12.50 each. It's been a really, really good travel day. Everything's gone to plan. No stress, no issues. It's just been lovely, hasn't it? The restaurant we went to, a very typical Greek kind of taverna type restaurant, very friendly staff, everybody in there was lovely. The food was probably, if I'm being honest, a little bit overpriced, but it was nice. We started off with some kind of traditional Greek dips and some bread, didn't we, and some French fries. I then had a crab salad. I'm a bit of a lover of crab, not yours, sweetie, but I do like a bit of crab. It was blue crab, locally sourced. What's the word? Caught? Crabbed? Yeah. Did you go crabbing? I don't know. But yeah, local.
I do when I'm sleeping next to you.
Oh, you might be sleeping outside in it if you carry on. Yes.
Sorry, so excuse me, I'm just still laughing at my own joke.
Oh. Can't really call it a joke, can you?
Go on.
But yeah, it was nice. It was very fresh salad. It was just a little bit too oily. You had your body weight in lamb chops, didn't you? You must have had about 12 lamb chops on them, wasn't you?
No, not 12.
It was about 12.
Right.
Came with a baked potato and a bit of salad and a grilled lemon, something like that.
Yeah.
But that was alright. Now, I love baklava, so I had that. It wasn't the best I've ever had. It wasn't great, and I was a bit disappointed with that. We come to Greece, give me the great baklava. It was alright, it was nice enough. I didn't leave any of it, but it wasn't the best baklava I've ever had. And then they brought us this local spirit, a little bottle of it that gave us 2 shots each. Usually it was like paint stripper. And honestly it was, but we just downed it.
It was like a vodka thing or something. It
was alright.
I can't drink those drinks anymore.
It wasn't a cheap meal. I think it was 143 euros, including the tip. So not a cheap meal, but we did have quite a lot. We're not going to eat like that every night though. We're saving for a wedding. That was a kind of like welcome to Greece dinner. First impression to Greece?
Yeah, nice.
Never been, have you, before? First impressions of these potato trousers?
Amazing. Absolutely love them.
Anyway, we're going to leave it here. That is our travel day complete. We're all settled. We're unpacked. Thank you for watching. We're talking shit now. So we'll say goodnight, shall we? Thank you so much for watching. If you've liked this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to kind of endure something you don't like and you want to really piss them off, share this video with them as well. What else have we got to say? Oh, if you've not done it already, click the subscribe button. It really helps us out. Liking and subscribing really helps us out. And until next time,
never grow up.
Never grow up. We'll see you in the next one. Good night. What's that?
See you next time.
Oh.
From that hat and knob.
That hat and knob.